Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Funtime Crafts 24/7. I have a little project share here for you. Had so much fun making this super fun step-up card by Stephanie Stamps of Life. This one here, and it is a hoot. I just love it. It comes with the card base and then all those little layering pieces that you see there. But I actually only used just the card base today for this card here. And what I did was I taped off all the blue there and I ink blended it with Stamps of Life's Ocean, Pool, and Sea Glass. Then I went over it in some icing paste with this super fun Hero Art stencil. It looks like a little ocean. Little ocean waves. And then I went over it in with this icing paste in Old Silver, Lucky Emerald, and the blue is Mystic Turquoise. And this stuff is just super fun. I just went over the stencil with my palette knife and blended all three of the colors together to give it some variation and a lot of dimension and fun there. And then I got out the and so then I inked the bottom of this down here and the bottom of my lighthouse with ginger, and then I went over it with the sand embossing powder from Hero Arts. It doesn't say it on here, but this came in a kit, and this is from Hero Arts, and they still sell it. So that's where that came from. And then I got to use the new starfish stencil from Stamps of Life. Just got this, and I put some little starfish on there in vintage gold, icing paste vintage gold. Really pretty stuff. Down at the bottom here on the sand there. Right there in the corners. I just kind of pasted it on there with that little stencil. So then I got to use this super fun stamp set here, the Lighthouse to Stamp set. I used the Lighthouse. I stamped it out in my clear embossing and silver embossed it. Then I went over the door, the little like windows, and the top of the lighthouse with the gray alcohol marker. Went over the little where the light comes out in yellow with a yellow Tombow marker, and then I went over that with some Nuvo crystal glaze. Outlined the bottom body of the lighthouse with a super light like a beige, a warm gray. I don't know if you could see that. A warm gray. And it's kind of a really light brown color is what it is. And I just outlined it and then used my blender pen and blended it out. And so then, let's see, after I did the sand, I used to get it all down here, I used this embossing dauber. And this thing works really, really nice. It's the first time I got it on my Michael's haul. First time I've had a chance to use it. It's got a fun little dauber on the top of it, and it works really great. And so any kind of large areas that you want to emboss with stuff like I did with the sand, I just daubed it all on there and then shook the powder over it, dried it, and it worked great. Same with the bottom of the lighthouse there. I just love how that turned out. And this is actually a couple of layers. I went over it a couple times with the embossing, and it just came out really pretty. So then what I did after that, I took the birds in the die set. So then I die cut that out, but I actually trimmed it. So where the die cuts it out and leaves a white border, I trimmed it straight to the edge of the lighthouse, just under where the light comes out, and then cut it all off and then trimmed out where I needed it to be able to fit really nicely on my card base here. Trimmed it out, straight all the way down, and then cut this where I needed it to be to fit nice. And so then I got out the Oh, so then the little birdies, I used the little birdies in the die set there. And Stamps of Life has some really pretty black foil. And so I used that, cut the little birdies out with some, I ran it through my Xyron and stuck 3 little birdies up there. And then I used the, this set here, the More Fish Tank to Stamp set. And I stamped out a whole bunch of this fish and 2 of these little sea turtles. And in this Hero Arts set here, I used, this is called Deeply in Love Hero Arts, there. I used that little crab right there and stamped him out. Then I alcohol colored them all in and was stuck them all up on, popped them up on dimensionals, popped the lighthouse up on dimensionals. Then I went over just the fish in this Nuvo Aqua Shimmer pen. And then I did them all of them like I did the lighthouse light in the Nuvo Crystal Glaze to make them all like shimmery and like they're watery. Just came out of the water. And then the little happy birthday sentiment is out of the lighthouse to stamp. A black Versamark inked it and clear embossed it. Wait, it's right there. That sentiment there. Hand cut it out, backed it on some gold, and popped it up on dimensionals. So all the fish and the turtles and the sea crab and the lighthouse are all up on dimensionals, and to make them, give it a lot of depth. And I think this just came out super lovely, and just a really fun card. And then on the inside, I put a piece of Blue Jay with a piece of powdered sugar matted with Blue Jay, and this ended up being 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. The Blue Jay matte did, and then the powdered sugar ends up being 3 by 5, and so that gives you a real nice little place to write and stuff. Ships flat to stay, to be able to still go through the mail and stuff, but then stands up and has tons of dimension on the table. And I think it came out super, super fun. And anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this project share. Hope you guys have a fantastic week. We'll catch up again with you really soon. Okay, bye-bye.